South Africa's parliament is facing a growing crisis of confidence tonight, and it's not about new laws or political battles, it's about something more fundamental: accountability. Lawmakers are raising serious concerns that government ministers are not giving proper answers when questioned in parliament, and now the issue has escalated to Deputy President Paul Mashatile, who has been formally approached to intervene. This comes after a tense session in the National Assembly where proceedings were delayed for more than 30 minutes as MPs challenged the quality of responses given by ministers. For many watching closely, that moment exposed a deeper problem, one that could affect how democracy functions in South Africa. Because Parliament is not just a place for debate, it is where government is held to account. And when that system starts to weaken, the consequences can be far-reaching. Speaker of the National Assembly, Toko Didiza, acknowledged the seriousness of the issue. She confirmed that presiding officers have taken the unusual step of writing directly to the Deputy President, expressing concerns about the standard of answers provided by members of the executive. According to Didiza, while some ministers have improved, others continue to fall short, and that inconsistency is creating frustration across the political spectrum. Here's what that means for South Africans. When MPs ask questions in Parliament, those questions are not just political, they represent the concerns of citizens. From service delivery to public spending to national security, the expectation is simple: clear questions should receive clear answers. But MPs say that is not always happening. ANC Chief Whip Mudumiseni Untuli admitted that the issue is real and growing. He explained that lawmakers are increasingly dissatisfied with how ministers respond, not because they want to control the answers, but because they expect accountability. Untuli made an important point. If a minister does not have the information, they should simply say so and return later with a full and accurate response. It's a simple solution, but one that, according to MPs, is not consistently applied. Opposition parties, meanwhile, are sounding the alarm more strongly. EFF MP Nhlengiwe Mkhaliphi warned that the problem goes beyond poor answers. She says it's about whether Parliament is doing its job. In her words, if ministers are protected from scrutiny, then Parliament risks becoming ineffective, or, as she put it, toothless. That phrase has quickly become a powerful symbol in this debate, because a toothless Parliament is one that cannot enforce accountability, and that raises serious questions about governance. Adding to the pressure, MK Party MP Visvin Reddy criticized how some sessions are handled. He suggested that presiding officers themselves may need further guidance to ensure fairness and discipline during proceedings. His comments highlight another layer of the issue. It's not just about ministers giving answers, it's about how those answers are evaluated and whether Parliament is willing to challenge them. Speaker Didiza has acknowledged that responsibility. She says Parliament will review how sessions are managed to improve functionality and ensure that rules are properly enforced. In practical terms, this could mean stricter oversight, more intervention during sessions, and fewer opportunities for vague or incomplete responses. Experts say this debate comes at a critical time. Public trust in institutions is already under pressure, and transparency is more important than ever. Because when accountability weakens, confidence in government can quickly follow, and that has real consequences, from policy decisions to service delivery to public spending. All of it depends on a system where leaders are required to explain their actions clearly, honestly, and consistently. There are also growing calls for practical reforms. Some lawmakers want mandatory written follow-ups when questions are not fully answered. Others are pushing for clearer rules on what constitutes an acceptable response. And there is increasing agreement that presiding officers must play a stronger role in ensuring that ministers meet their obligations. Deputy President Paul Mashatile, as leader of government business, is now expected to engage with Parliament on this issue. His role will be crucial because he acts as the bridge between the executive and the legislature, and his response could shape how accountability is enforced moving forward. For now, the message from Parliament is clear: answer the questions or be held accountable. As this debate continues, it serves as a reminder that democracy is not just about elections, it's about what happens after. It's about scrutiny, oversight, and the willingness of leaders to stand before the people through their representatives and explain their decisions. Because in the end, Accountability is not optional. It is the foundation of governance.